All right, shalom. All right, before we begin, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Barakadosh.
the ones, the elders, and the apostles, the great millstone of wealth. It's like this over for let that is out there throughout all four corners of the earth. All right, may the blessed relation be upon your household. All right, we're going to do this lesson on judging the righteous judgment. All right, that's what this lesson going to be on. All right, we're going to get straight into it. All right.
This is Matthew chapter 7, starting from the top. Judge not that ye be Slakia. Judge not that ye be not judged. Alright, so Christians will read that and stop right there and say, oh, we're not allowed to judge. You can't judge. Only God can judge. But that's false, man. If you continue reading on, which we will, it shows you that you are supposed to judge, right? It's actually wicked not to judge, man. But everybody judges in their own way already, right? You judge food before you eat it. You judge clothes before you wear it. You judge a woman before you talk to them. Everything's done according to judgment. If you want to go to a new restaurant, you read reviews. So that's a judgment. People are putting judgment on it. Right? But we're supposed to judge righteous judgment according to the law, statutes, and to the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
I want to add on too, man. The Christian churches, man, they got that come as you are doctrine, man. Right? They tell you keep doing your wickedness, come into the church, right? That shit's through, man. They're not judging righteously, man. They're allowing you to continue on doing that folly, continue on doing that wickedness, man. All right, that shit is through, out of order, man. And that just goes to show you that they don't got it.
And that's the reason why they don't like to be judged. Because they don't want to change from their wicked ways. They like being in that flesh, man. They love it, man. All right. Verse 2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. All right. The way you judge, or how you judge, you're going to be judged by. It's like the brother brought out earlier. The Pharisees are always pushing the law and judgment, but they weren't following the law themselves, right? So they were they judge Yahushai by the law. Oh, you can't heal on the Sabbath, so on and so forth. But they weren't practicing the law them selves, all right? All right, verse 3. And why beholdest thou the mote? That's it. All right. Matthew 7 and 3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. All right, so that basically, examine yourself, man, to get yourself right before you start judging other people, man. All right.
This is Luke, the 22nd chapter, on that verse 28, and it reads, Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Judging the 12 tribes of Israel just goes to show you that you could judge, man. You can judge righteously, man. Much earlier that camp, man, we got a guy coming up like, who are you? You can't judge me, right? They got that that Tupac song, Only God Can Judge. That shit's through, man. That shit's wicked. If you're doing wicked, we gonna judge you, man. We gonna correct you, man. All right? Like Scripture says, it's better to open rebuke than the secret love. Come. You know what I mean?
And why did we judge him? Because he was smoking a cigarette.
Come.
So, yo, you shouldn't be smoking that. Oh, you can't judge me. You're a fool, man.
Man, niggas in the world always come with excuses, man. That's just excuses, man. Because they don't want to stop doing the wickedness. They don't want to stop their folly, man. When they get checked by it, they be like, hey, who are you to judge? Nah, you wicked, man. And I'm gonna check you for your wickedness, man. Plain and simple.
God.
So you are.
This is John chapter 7 and verse 24. It should judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Con.
As a brother was saying, the dude pulled up, smoking a cigarette. He comes out and says, who are you judging? All right, we judge in righteous judgment. You're not supposed to be smoking cigarettes.
That is righteous judgment. Because 1 Corinthians tells you not to defile your temple, or you will be destroyed by the Most High, man. By Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So we're telling you not to do certain things, not only to make ourselves look righteous, to Salakia, not to make ourselves look righteous, but to try to save your soul, man. All right? This is a life and death matter, man. We're telling you the ways to walk in order for salvation, man. And nobody wants to hear it. That they get offended by the word, man, so they say, don't judge me, man. All right.
Easy to offended ass niggas, man. So add on even more with that, right? We had an Israelite foreigner pull up to camp, and you would think that he's your average so-called white man, but he's not. But anybody else would have just like, nah, that's Edomite right there. But we judge a righteous judgment, not according to appearance, right? And it came out that he was a Jake, man.
This is Sirach chapter 45 and verse 26. The Most High giveth you wisdom in your heart to judge. You know, so he has given us a discernment, you know, through the Spirit, man. You know, and we're not perfect, but we try to be perfect through the Spirit. You know, it says the Most High give us wisdom in your heart to judge His people in righteousness, man. You know, and we know that righteousness goes back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, and so that's how we use to judge our lives. You know, and whether we living according to, you know, to the best of our ability, these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, so it says His people in righteousness, that their good things be abolished, and that their glory may endure forever. You know, so with our glory, that means that His righteousness shall endure forever, man. You know, and I just want to bring out one more real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? You know, Lord willing, will that number, man. You know, that was the 144 that's going to judge under our Lord Yahweh Shai and judge the nations, man. And Lord willing, we're under of that number. And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? And these are small matters, man. You know? In verse 3 it says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? To this life.
All right, so in the kingdom, we're going to be above angels, right? So we're going to be able to judge angels. So how are we not going to be able to tell you not to smoke cigarettes? How are we going to tell you? How are we not going to be able to tell you not to get lineups? All right, this is according to the scriptures. This is not us telling you to listen to us, to obey our words. We're telling you to obey the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And read verse 2 again, Baba Kushan.
So I want to expound that even more. For me, the Lord is prepping us to be future rulers, man. Right? To be able to judge righteously. To be able to give you a proper judgment, man. Right? This is training right now, man. The Lord is building you up to be the next rulers of the planet Earth, man.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 2 again. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
The saints of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua are going to judge the world, man. And read Psalm 50.
The saints is the Israelites, man. This is Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
The saints are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. The saints are the chosen people of the Most High. They have made a covenant with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, by sacrifice. Those same saints are going to end up judging the world according to the New Testament, man.
Righteousness, man. Righteous judgment, man. Righteous rulers, man. Right. You can't be a ruler if you don't make judgments, man. What ruler have you ever seen don't make a type of judgment? What king have you ever seen not make judgments on things that happen, man? That's the same thing we doing now. We see something out of order that's not aligned with the scriptures. We gonna judge that, man. Alright? We gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You continue doing that folly, man. Judge it righteously, man.
That's why America is full of folly. They'll elect a president, a so-called president, to be the head guy in charge, but he can't make any judgments on his own, man. He has to go with this person, that person, this person. He has to take Congress, man. It's false, man.
And all president really is, he's just a puppet, man. Just a puppet, because you know the wicked elite is really the one that's controlling all that, man. And they still can't make righteous judgments. Look at the state of the world, man. Look at the state of the planet Earth, man. Nothing but wickedness, man. Nothing but plants dying, trees dying, animals dying, man. This shit is out of order, man. This shit is out of order, man.
And that's why a lot of people are going to be put to death, man. And most of the elites are going into slavery. why it says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, man.
Right.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and simplicity of heart seek him. All right? You're supposed to love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. The saints of the Most High are the judges of the earth, man. You're supposed to love righteousness. When you love righteousness, you hate evil, man. Scripture says, hate the evil and love the good, man.
It says simplicity. It says, and the simplicity of heart seek him. You know, and it's, the simplicity is just going right with the scriptures, man, because he has given us the counsel. You know, so we just follow his lead. That's the simplicity in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, you got that? Oh, yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter, starting at verse 14. It reads, but the natural man receiving not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritually judged all things, yet he himself is judged of no man.
And that, read the first verse again.
1 Corinthians 2nd chapter, verse 14. But the natural man receiving not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
The scripture teaches us how to judge properly. The scripture teaches us how to judge righteously. But when the people in the world, especially these so-called Christians, right, they don't want to be judged, or they don't like to be judged. They don't want to change their ways. They don't understand that we are allowed to judge. We are supposed to judge, man.
Man, too, man, they like the wickedness, man. They love doing wickedness, man. These niggas don't want to get right. If they would want to get right, they'll be out here. They'll be out here, but they don't. Look at this shit. They just want to do wickedness, man. This is what they want to do. They want to be in their mirth, be in their folly. That's what they want, man. That's why when you judge their ass, they be feeling so through in the spirit, man, because they know they off.
But it said the natural man receives not the things of the Spirit. And the natural man is the man with the mortal thoughts, man. You know, not the thoughts, they have nothing, no spirituality in them at all, man. They think of themselves and not the Lord, you know. And also, man, they don't like to be reproved. A reproof is just like judging them, because you reprove somebody, you're correcting them, man. And it says that a fool won't receive a reproof, man. I'll grab it in a little while. I was gonna get that, because reproof goes into, you know, judging, man. You know. And
our people out here, the real problem that we really go through, people don't want to take accountability. People don't want to, they want to commit sin and they don't want to be checked for it. They think that, you know, that everything that they do in this world, that as long as they're not getting checked for it, they'll be okay with that. They'll be fine. If no one ever checks someone for doing sin, committing sin, they'll be fine with that. You know, Deuteronomy 9 and 13, 9 and 13, it says, furthermore, the Lord spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. All right, our people are stiff-necked. You know, if they're not getting judged, if they're not, you know, being corrected, you know, saying shalom. But you know, if you're not, you know, trying to correct the brother, they'll be okay with it. They'll continue to do things. They're not being checked for. They'll stiff-necked people.
And that's why the Christian church is so popular, man. Because the Christian church won't tell you to change your ways.
They
allow you, and it breeds more wickedness.
Shit, you walk in the Christian church, you liable to see a fucking Christmas tree in there. Like
100%.
That shit is through, man. They welcome in the folly, man. They allow the folly, man. They got sodomite churches, man. That shit's out of order, man.
They got sodomite pastors.
They got sodomite pastors, sodomite Bible. Like, come on, man. This place just promotes wickedness, man. That's what they doing, man. But when you judge the wickedness, man, they look at you crazy, man. They say you can't judge. Only the Most High can judge me, man.
And it hurts them the worst because they realize it's not us judging them. It's really Yahweh and Yahushua judging them. So they feel like they understand subconsciously that the Most High hates their ways, but they so stiff-necked that they don't want to change, man.
If I may, I want to bring out this is Titus chapter 1 and verse 13. It says, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, man, that they may be sound in faith, not giving heed to fables and commandments of men, to turn from the truth, man, because they don't want to hear this truth, man, you know?
Isaiah 58:1 tells us to cry aloud and spare not, all right, to show the people, our people, their sins, man. All right, these are commandments that we have to do, man. And we hear these scriptures, we heard this, and we understand it, all right? Yahweh says, my sheep hears my voice, all right? So when we heard this, we understood what to do, what we have to do, what's necessary to do to change our ways, man.
We know the judgment to come if you don't get right, man. That's what it tells you, man. The terror of the Lord is why we persuade man. We know how Yahweh Shemel shall to judge your ass, man. But yet these niggas want to continue on the win folly, right? And continue moving, and the world need to be jumped.
As long as they're not getting checked, they're fine with doing it. Stiff-necked people.
This is Psalms. This is Psalms, the 2nd chapter, verse 8, and it reads, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
Ye what of the earth?
Ye judges of the earth.
Again, the scriptures are saying that we are judges of the earth, man. All right? And why would we break heathen nation with rods of iron? For correction, because they're going off according to what the Lord word of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man.
And for you people that like to say, who are ye to judge me? Ye judges of the earth. That's who we are.
Oh God.
Oh man, judge it righteously, man. The Lord is preparing us to be rulers of the planet Earth, man. Preparing us to be able to make righteous judgments. Preparing us to be able to make righteous judgments, man. Have you ever seen a ruler that does not judge in righteousness? The Lord is prepping us, man, to be the next rulers, man. The Lord is prepping us, man.
Even in the world today, you know, everything is getting judged. You file a job application for a job, you're getting judged. Are you going to make the cut or not? You try for a team, you're getting judged. Do you qualify or not?
God, these
It's always
niggas,
judgment.
God, these niggas ain't gonna go to a job interview like, nah, you can't. Nah, I don't like how you judging me right now with these questions. Nah, they gonna take that because they want to get that job, man. That's why niggas, man, these Christians, they pick and choose, man. They don't want to eat the whole roll, man.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. This talk about the righteous man passing away, right? Verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall sign and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. All right, this is, again, when we get into the kingdom, when we get our spiritual body, we're going to shine, man. We're going to literally shine, man, because we're going to be full with wisdom, man. We're going to be the perfection of wisdom, all right? So we're going to literally shine. Verse 7, and in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign forever. All right, again, we're going to end up judging the nations, all right? So if you don't like us telling you what to do now, you're going to hate it when we're in the kingdom, man.
Shit, you're going to get it beat into you. Shit. You ain't going to hear it right. You're going to get it beat into you, man. It's simple, man. Ain't no arguing with it. You feel me?
Yep.
It's the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. It's either you with Yahweh Shem Shai or not. If you're not with Yahweh Shem Shai, then the death is waiting for you, man. Death and destruction and woes is waiting for you, man. If you are an enemy of Yahweh Shem Shai, then you are an enemy of us, man. Plain and simple. You like it or not, that's the truth, man. Like the scripture say, shall I be your enemy because I tell you the truth? It is what it is, man.
They hate him that rebuke it at the gate, man. They're going to hate it, man. Y'all got any finals?
Came out earlier today. I just wanted to bring it back out because this is from the Most High. This is a rare. This is Luke 19 and 27. It says, "But those my enemies which would not that I should rule over them, bring hither and slay them before me."
All right, so basically, if you don't want to follow law, statutes, commandments, you don't want the Lord ruling over you, all right? So you're going to be put to death, man. 2/3 of our own people are going to be put to death because they refuse to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But we're going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well, and peace and sight teaches the elect of Israel. Until next time, we'll say Shalom.
Shalom.
And Abba Kabal.
Abba, Abba.